Cool. All right. So we are reading the Bhagavad Gita, and you were here last week, so I'm going to pick up where we left off. Okay. I think it was right here. Look at the time. Okay, we're good. The great warrior prince, who has never known retreat, slips deeper into his dark rejection. He mumbles, "I shall not fight," and becomes silent. Now that Arjuna has submitted himself as a pupil, Krishna transforms his true role as the divine teacher. He tightens the reins in his hand, looks long into the crestfallen warrior's eyes, and begins to speak. "You may grieve sincerely, Arjuna, but it is without cause. Your words may seem wise, but the truly wise one grieves neither for the living nor the dead. There has never been a time when I, or you, or any of these kings and soldiers here did not exist. And there will never be a time when we cease to exist. Physical bodies appear and disappear, but not the Atma, the soul, the life force, that lives within them. This life force comes and dwells in a body for a while. While therein, it experiences infancy, childhood, youth, and old age, and then upon death passes eventually to a new body. Changes such as death pertain to the body, not the Atma. The wise person does not get caught up in the delusion that he or she is this body, Arjuna. This delusion is the very definition of ego. Arjuna, the contact of bodily senses with objects and attractions in the world, creates feelings like sorrow or happiness, and sensations like heat and cold. But these are impermanent, transitory, coming and going like passing clouds. Just endure them patiently and bravely. Learn to be unaffected by them." And of course, this is like the best part, but I'm gonna stop there. The impermanent nature of reality and our observation of senses. And we'll start class. Let's do one clearing breath and one round of Om. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale HA out of the mouth. This time, prepare for Om. Inhale. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release the breath out, HA. And we'll meet in Balasana, child's pose. Bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Knees can be extended or they can be touching, arms out long in front or at your side. Sometimes I like to bring the arms to touch. You can bring either cheek to the mat. And taking a moment to acknowledge transition into your practice. We are in a space, at least I'm in a space that I spend a lot of time in. And so transitioning with intention, this space into your yoga practice. And oftentimes it helps if I carve out a little appreciation too, that I took the time to do this practice. And like in the text, thinking about just noticing physical sensations with the body. Notice if it's craving or aversion, if it's hot or cold. And that each sensation that arises, it's a fleeting sensation. It shifts and it changes pretty quickly. But it doesn't make it any less real. So just noticing all those qualities, temperature, texture. And then from the physical outermost layer of the kosha system, of these sheaths, these layers of self, directing your awareness to the breath, this vital life force energy, the self. And in meridian theory or Chinese theory, I think it's like into chi. Maybe I remember you talking, maybe you have a practice in that, so maybe approaching it with that kind of insight today. And then arriving at the mind and noticing if it's restless or if it's planning, fantasizing. It could be dwelling, fixing. There's so many different labels we can describe for what's going on in the mind. And as we practice today, setting in an element of non-judgmental, present time, investigative awareness, really tapping into a mindfulness practice, suspending the need to fix anything, and dropping any expectations. And then with this heightened sense of awareness, cultivating your ujjayi breath, inhale in through the nose. And exhale, AHA out of the mouth. Seal your lips, inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose and gently begin to press up into a tabletop. Finding a neutral spine, crown of the head is forward, tailbone is back. And taking a moment to scan the body and notice if there's any movement that your body is craving. So you may want to hood, shrug the shoulders. Perhaps you want to roll, rock out your hips. Maybe there's a wrist thing. Maybe it's nothing I just mentioned. It could be not a yoga pose. And then from here, we'll flow through flexion and extension of the spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat pose, press the palms into the mat, tuck the belly, round the neck. And continue, inhale, cow pose, broadening through collarbones, through clavicle. And exhale, cat pose, press, round and tuck. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cats. And you can go ahead and flow your own breath to movement. Maybe now is the time you add an additional movement. Maybe you speed it up, slow it down, experiment with pace. Sometimes the tilt of the spine is really all you need. Time to zero in on each vertebrae. And then we'll come back to a tabletop, rooting through the left palm. Inhale, open twist towards the right, right ribs over, left under, right arm goes up towards the ceiling. And exhale, thread the needle. Go ahead and bring the right arm in between that little window you've created with the floor in your hand. I often like to extend my left arm out. I know some people like to go for a half bind or experiment. You can also experiment with the right hand. Oftentimes my palm is up, but it is kind of interesting. Like, what is it like palm down? Maybe that's too much of a twist. I'm just noticing. And if you've extended the left arm long, go ahead and plant the left palm by your face. And inhale, open twist towards the right. Exhale, plant the right palm down, root through that hand. And then inhale, open twist left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, bring the left cheek to the mat. Right arm can extend long. And oftentimes I'm pretty fixated on what's going on in my shoulders. But also right now noticing how your hips are affected by this movement. If they've kind of lost the neutral stance, they're gravitating towards one side, just trying to find a sense of reasonable stability. And if you've moved the right arm out long, go ahead and plant that down by your face. Inhale, open twist. And exhale, plant the left palm, come back to a neutral table. We'll flow through cat cow, inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow pose. Exhale, tuck under the toes, press back, downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. It's the first down dog of class. And I was talking to one of my students last week, and she was saying she has a tendency to roll onto the pinky side edge of her hand. And I often talk about rooting down through each knuckle mound, index and thumb, but it had been a long time since I had thought, like, that's what I used to do too in my practice. And the transition from going from the outside edge to really pressing through the index is a challenging one, because you feel like you're like, oh, I can do this, and it's not hard. And then you add this different layer and it's like ultra challenging again. And so using this as an opportunity, or it just reminded me of how much like we're in this pose and it just continues to evolve, and you can choose to add on all these different layers. So maybe you're thinking about each knuckle mound right now, especially index and thumb. Inhale, come onto tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, so tailbone is flaring up towards the ceiling. You can feel the lengthening of your vertebrae, expansion of the spine. And then slowly let the heels drift down. And come back to Ujjayi breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, scorpion dog, right hip over left. You can roll the ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Maybe you roll the femur around in the ball and socket joint in your hip. Come back to three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. It's safe to pick up that front foot to get it up there. And from here, we'll flow through cat and cow lunges. Inhale, cow lunge. Dip your back knee. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, cat lunge. Work towards straightening that front leg, but it never has to get all the way straight. Rocking the hips back, rounding through the cervical spine, the whole spine really. And then continuing, inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step the left foot up to meet the right, coming into a forward fold. Bring the feet hips width distance, coming into ragdoll. And really, I'd like to invite you to bring a generous bend into the knees. And this way, the chest really can just flop forward, at least for this first time, this first iteration of the forward fold. You can feel the force of gravity and the weight of your body kind of collaborating and just letting the chest hang. And from here, choosing the arm variation that suits you. I'm going to go for a shoulder expansion. Kind of my fists pressing up towards the ceiling. And then releasing whatever grip that you've taken. And choosing your feet for sun salutations. You can leave some distance in between. I'm actually a little bit on an uneven surface because I'm practicing on a rug on a mat. But you may choose to toe heel your feet to touch. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl your spine. And come to standing. Samastiti, same or equal on all sides standing pose. Relax the shoulders down. Release any tension you might be holding in your face, in the jaw, the forehead, glutes, toes, belly. Noticing all four corners of your feet and trying to find your center point. And I took a workshop this weekend, physics for yogis, and I haven't been in a science study in a really long time. But I do like talking about centripetal force. I mean, we're all kind of, or at least all the planets in our solar system are rotating around the sun, and they kind of have that gravitational pull towards the sun. And this is on a much smaller scale. But kind of feeling your own centripetal force, your own axis, where is center. And at this point in class, I always like to leave space to set intention. And I know that word, maybe some people are like, intention, but your intention can be to be practicing mindfulness and being aware and like tapping into embodiment and practicing proprioception. It also may be more energetic. We just had a new moon. Maybe you're cultivating a different quality. It could be an I am or an I have statement. Inhale, breathe that in. Exhale, release out HA. Relax your shoulders. You can keep the eyes closed, or you can choose to flutter them open. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Sweep the arms up. And then pause here, really actively pressing your feet into the ground. When I do this, my legs are immediately more engaged. You can tap into the bandhas as well. They're these locks or seals we create with our body and the atmospheric pressure in the room, relaxing the shoulders. Maybe you gaze up, maybe you bring the palms to touch if that is something you like to do in your practice. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus arm back bend, broadening through collarbones. Feel safe in the neck, let the neck go back. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, send your right leg back so the left leg is forward this time. Inhale, cow lunge, dip your back knee, shine your chest. Exhale, cat lunge. Rock your hips back. Work towards straightening the front leg. Again, straight leg is not important to the pose. And actually, my friend Jenny has like the most hypermobile joints, and she has to have like bent knees and elbows in like every single like a side plank. So sometimes having a bent knee creates more structure and stability. So finding your pertinent depth, and we'll flow. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, send the left leg back to meet the right, high plank. Pause here, option to come down to knees or forearms. Dandasana, staff pose. Turning towards the challenge that this brings up for you, and knowing that you're capable of being here. It's like an extremely empowering moment when you tell yourself that, because this is hard, it is challenging. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Plant the tops of the feet to the mat. Keep the palms near your ribs. And inhale for cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, neck, and chest, a little snow weight in the hands. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift the head, neck, and chest, pressing the pelvis, tops of the feet. Exhale to lower. And you're welcome to do that same version. I've been liking to tent to fingers with my elbows pointing up for the third iteration through, and you're welcome to join me. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale to lower. Go ahead and bring the palms back by your chest. Inhale, table. Exhale, press back, down dog, hips high, heels low. And we're going to go ahead and flow this version of Sun A twice more. And then move into the Sun B practice. And coming back to the breath. Noticing sensations. Sometimes labeling the sensations can help kind of give them some space. That's helpful for you, just noticing what comes up. And then inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, feet are on separate tracks. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, left foot comes to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, send the right leg back, so the left leg is forward. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, left leg comes to meet the right, high plank. And pause here. I'm going to cue traditional chaturanga vinyasa, and you can choose to do that with me and switch it up after if you like. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Legs are lifted, pressing the heart forward. Exhale, press back, down dog, hips high, heels low. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale. Right leg lifts, reach, extend, right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. My body too is, I'm so used to doing Sun A a specific way. So I'm fighting against that. Inhale, cow lunge, dip the back knee, shine your chest. Exhale, cat lunge, rock your hips back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, rise with your breath, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, send the right leg back, so the left leg is forward. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, send the left leg back to meet the right, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog cobra. Do whatever version is going to suit you best. And exhale, press back, down dog, hips high, hips low. Inhale, in through the nose. And exhale, HA out of the mouth. Seal your lips, inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Inhale, look to the front. And exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. And inhale for Utkatasana, Pierce pose. Plugging the weight into hips, sinking the weight into your heels. Feeling the curvature of the lower back, the flaring of your tail. Arms can be up. It's also okay to take hands at heart center. And just like Dandasana, staff pose, this pose is challenging. And noticing the narrative that pops on when things are challenging. For the longest time, like the first probably 2 years, I would just like totally berate the yoga teacher, which is so cruel. But really that was like my drama. Like, so how do you react? And if you can initiate a response instead. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Whew, let that go. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, flow your version of high to low or skip it. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. And also, if that was you, also like practicing some forgiveness. You showed up, you were learning, and it's a process. The practice of yoga is an evolution. It always is changing. And I was a lot younger then too. So coming back to the breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, go ahead and plant that down. I actually wanted to reorient, because if I do this, basically I'm going to be facing the back for all of Sun B. So I'm going to switch sides and do it this way, if that makes more sense. Okay, you can stay as you are though. So coming to down dog, inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, feet are on separate checks. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, find stability in your pelvis. Maybe you need to toe heel the right foot a little bit closer to the right side edge of your mat. Inhale, like a halfway lift, find length in your spine. And exhale, slowly begin to direct your palms and hands and torso towards the left. So if your foot was 12 o'clock on the dial, you're directing it towards like, what is this, 11, 10? And extending the arms like in child's pose. I'm gonna call this pose clock lunge. I've heard it called other things. I don't really know if it has an official name, so I'm calling it clock lunge, just for a sense of clarity. Inhale, halfway lift here. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana, parallel the feet. And let the chest fall down to the earth. Noticing the heart rate. Notice if you're clenching the toes on the mat, relaxing them. Inhale like a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the left palm right underneath your face. And inhale, open twist towards the right ribs, over, left, under. Really twisting with the chest. And exhale, plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist towards the left, left ribs over, right ribs under. Exhale, plant the left palm. Inhale, open twist. And then instead of just planting the right palm down, bring the right arm forward, almost like you were doing like a front crawl swimming stroke. Really intentionally moving the arm. Inhale, open twist. And this time focusing on the ribs as you place the left palm down. How are they moving in your chest? Inhale, open twist. Right arm goes up this time. And this time, thread the right arm across the body and have it touch the outside edge of the left leg. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the left hand this time onto the outside edge of the right leg. So the arms are crossed. Left arm is over the right arm. And then from here, the right foot can stay as it is. You may want to toe heel the right foot a little bit closer. I'm going to do that in my practice. And begin to orient yourself into Trikonasana legs, triangle pose. You can definitely bend your legs here. They do not have to remain straight, but kind of coming into Trikonasana legs. And noticing how this feels in the body. And this is something I came up with earlier today. Go ahead and actually switch the grip. So the right arm is over the left arm. That's the grip that we want. So right arm is over left, left toes are forward. And then using this opportunity to twist, right ribs over, left ribs under. So this is just kind of a unique twist. And I'm also feeling a lot of sensation in the leg, in my left leg, kind of the belly of my hamstring. Finding your breath. Go ahead and place both palms onto your hips and come into Trikonasana triangle pose. Left arm down, right arm up, bumping the hips back. Maybe you have to shift, orient. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch, lift the chest, lift the torso. Exhale, warrior one towards the back of your mat. Spin the back heel down, right leg is forward. And taking a moment to feel your pelvis in space. Right thigh bone bumps back into right hip socket. This may bump your left hip forward. Palms are lifted. You may even kind of go into a gentle back bend here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of your spine. And if that's not feeling accessible, grabbing for a rope or a strap and using that. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Bring the chest towards the ground. Maybe one day bringing the inside seam of your right chest into the inside seam of your right leg. Inhale, lift the chest, release the grip, come back to warrior one. And exhale, come back towards the back of the mat, warrior two, shift, reorient. You know, we're doing a lot of switching around. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior, right arm down, left arm up, stretching through the side body, the obliques. Exhale, side angle pose, left arm down, right arm up. Really feeling the twisting and turning in the torso, the chest. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow. Your version of high to low. And we'll lead back in downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend, right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, find stability in your foundation. Inhale, warrior one, arms up, chest lifts. Exhale, warrior two, pivot. So we're facing the front again. We've made a full circle. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow. Your version of high to low, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. And just noticing when there is challenge, if frustration arises, maybe you feel kind of a sense of joy and curiosity, just knowing what comes up. And then not judging it, okay? That's the hard part. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach, extend, left leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, basically you're setting up for the foundation of warrior one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands towards the right. So this is about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock on a dial, if the left foot was 12. And feeling the adductor of the muscle coming out inside seam of the left side of your body. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita, Padottanasana. Plant the left or the right palm down this time. No, plant the left palm down. Inhale, open twist towards the right. Exhale, plant the right palm down. Inhale, open twist left. Exhale, plant the left palm down, open twist right with the front stroke, bringing the arm out in front of you. Plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist left with the left palm out in front of you. Inhale, open twist right. Exhale, plant the right hand onto the outside edge of the left side of your leg. And then bring the right arm over the left. And this is where the arms are crossed. And then we're going to work into the Trikonasana triangle pose. So you may want to bump I'm all disoriented from doing this the other way. So bump the right heel in, and then go ahead and pivot the left toes forward. And I did the backwards arms again, so go ahead and switch the arms. So you're coming into Trikonasana triangle pose. Right arm is over and the left arm is under. And hips are bumping back, feeling the twist and the turning sensation here in the chest. Maybe you're feeling the stretch on the side part of your body. And then bring the hands onto the pelvis and come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. You may need to readjust your feet. Left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, warrior one to the back of the mat. Spin the back heel down, noticing where your hips are in space, giving yourself a moment to set up. This is a warrior pose. Tap into its energetic fierceness, its grace, its resilience. Inhale, fine length. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of the spine. Inhale, fine length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Chest comes down, and work to bring the right chest into the inside seam, the right side of your leg, really pressing the fist forward. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, sweep your arms up. Exhale, plant your palms, frame your front foot. Inhale, engage the back ankle. Exhale, chaturanga, flow your version of high to low, or choose to skip. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach, extend left leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, feet are on separate tracks. Spin the back heel down, setting up for warrior one. Inhale, warrior one, arms up, chest lifts. Exhale, warrior two, reorient back towards the front. Finding the expansion in the arms, external rotation in the hip socket. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Left arm down, right arm up, stretching through the side body, keeping a deep bend in that front knee. Exhale, side angle pose, right arm down, left arm up, really feeling the twist in the chest here. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, reverse triangle, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow your version of high to low. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. All right, so that's on B. Ended up getting pretty tricky, pretty complicated. The left over the right arm thing is something I was experimenting with, and the stretch did feel really good, but I think it was kind of hard to translate in a flowing setting. So I'm probably going to cut that part out for on the flow just to make things more fluid. And we'll do all of that again twice more. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, HA out of the mouth. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, reset. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Hugging weight to hips, heels, turning towards the intensity. And exhale, release, forward fold. Let that go. Inhale, half lift, reset. Exhale, chaturanga, skip it. Flow your version of high to low. And we'll meet back in down dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, find neutrality and stability in your pelvis. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, clock lunge. Walk your hands towards the left. So about 11 or 10 on the dial. Inhale, like a halfway lift here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Plant the left palm. Inhale, open twist towards the right. Exhale, plant the right palm, open twist left. Inhale, plant the left palm, open twist right with front stroke plant. Rooting through the right palm, inhale, open twist left. Exhale, front stroke plant. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we're gonna set up for the foundation of Trikonasana triangle pose. So go ahead and pivot your body back towards the front. Right foot is forward. Bring the hands on to your hips. Right arm down, left arm up, coming into Trikonasana triangle pose. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, warrior one to the back. Spin the right heel down. Reorient, left leg is forward. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of your spine. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Bring the chest down. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, release the grip. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reorient back towards the front. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, let the arms come down. Inhale, reverse triangle, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow your version of high to low. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. And we're gonna go ahead and do that on the left side. So it's a little shorter, it's a little different. For the sake of time, I think it makes sense. Otherwise, we'd be flowing for like 40 minutes. And coming back to the breath, inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach, extend left leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. Spin the back heel down, setting up for the foundation of warrior one. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands towards the right for clock lunge. Inhale, like a halfway lift here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, parallel your feet. Plant the right palm, inhale, open twist left. Exhale, plant the left palm, inhale, open twist right. Exhale, plant the right palm, inhale, open twist left. And front stroke, the palm plant. Left palm plants, inhale, open twist right. And do the front stroke plant. Just using a different range of motion in the shoulder. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, set up for Trikonasana triangle pose foundation. towards the front. So left toes are forward, right heel is rooted down. Inhale, bring your hands onto your pelvis, and exhale, twist the chest, open, right ribs over, left ribs under. Really feel that rotation going on. Left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, warrior one to the back of your mat. Reorient. Find the warrior. Inhale. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of your spine. Inhale to find length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Bringing the chest close to the ground. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, reorient back towards the front, warrior two, left leg is forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, left arm down, right arm up. Maybe left forearm comes on top of left thigh. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, cartwheel your arms and float your version of high to low. Or choose to skip it altogether. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Go ahead and come down to the knees, sink the hips over your heels. And we'll take a little break for self-care. So if you need water, that was a good time to do that. Whew. That sequence, when I was practicing it earlier, I didn't realize it was gonna be so hard to translate. I didn't realize it was gonna be such a burner. Sweating like crazy. Yeah. Whew, we still have one more time to do. So, okay. Taking a moment, yeah, doing what you need to do. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. And we'll just do it one more time, both sides. And then we'll do more restorative things. Coming back to downward facing dog, taking your time getting there. And just notice the cadence of the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice if it's really deep, if it's shallow. Maybe you jumped right into Ujjayi. Just noticing the breath. It can happen without us thinking about it, but also can be very intentional, very focused. Focusing on the breath. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose, awkward chair. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let that go. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, chaturanga, skip, flow your version. And we'll meet back in down dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, find stability in your pelvis. Inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, clock lunge towards the left. Hands are at like 11 o'clock, 10 on the dial. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana, parallel the feet. Root through the left palm. Inhale, open twist towards the right, right ribs over, left under. Exhale, plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist, left ribs over. Exhale, plant the left palm. Inhale, open twist. And then front stroke, plant the right hand. Rooting through the right hand, inhale, open twist. Exhale, plant the left palm, front stroke style. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips and set up for Trikonasana triangle pose with the right foot forward, spinning the left heel down. You may need to reorient, adjust your feet. Finding the base, and then bringing the right palm down, left hand up, left ribs over, right ribs under. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, warrior one to the back of your mat. Shift, reorient. Inhale to find length. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of your spine. Inhale to find length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Bring the chest towards the ground. Maybe the chest or the fists go up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, release the grip. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, reorient, come back to the front, open, expand. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, right arm down, left up. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, let the arms come down. Inhale, reverse triangle, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow your version of high to low. And we'll move back in downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. We'll go ahead and do the other side last time. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. You're doing great. Inhale, left leg lifts. Reach, extend left leg behind. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Inhale, spin the back heel down. Exhale, find stability in your pelvis. Inhale, find length. Exhale, clock lunge towards the right. So like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock on a dial. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, parallel the feet. Plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist towards the left. Exhale, plant the left palm, open twist towards the right. Exhale, plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist left. And exhale, front stroke, plant the left palm down. And exhale, root through the left palm. Inhale, open twist. And exhale, plant the right palm down, front crawl style. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. And set up for Trikonasana triangle pose. This time, left leg is forward. Spin the right heel down. This is often not how we get into this pose. It's just kind of a different way to orient, different way to connect with your hips. Left arm down, right arm up, right ribs over, left ribs under. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, warrior one to the back of your mat. Inhale to find length. Exhale, interweave the fingers at the base of your spine. Inhale to find length. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Bring the chest towards the mat. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, release the grip. Inhale, warrior one, arms come back up. Exhale, warrior two, redirect back towards the front. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, high pyramid, palms touch. Exhale, let the arms come down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your arms and flow high to low last time. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. And go ahead and bring the knees down and let the hips sink off towards one side. And we will do the rest of our flow. So I'm gonna bring this down here, I guess maybe over here, so you can kind of see the legs better. I feel like this camera is just such a better camera. Extend the left leg out long, and then bring the right leg up and over the left. So it's kind of like a half shoelace, half Gomukhasana. You can remove the glutes out from underneath you, so you're sitting on the sits bones. Feels like the pelvic bowl is tilting down. Inhale to find length in your spine. And exhale, fold forward. And usually I kind of encourage just like a kind of a passive fold. And today I'm actually going to invite you to extend the spine and flex your left foot, just so you can kind of feel kind of intensifies the stretch. If you're like, dude, we did enough intensity, go ahead and let the foot relax, let the spine around. That is totally okay. You're still going to get into the belly of the hamstring. So just finding what's going to serve you most. And it's a very liberating choice. It's your practice. And definitely here's a guide, but you're always going to know what's best. And you're welcome to stay in this version, and especially if you have sensitivity in the left knee. Otherwise, vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl the spine, bend the left leg. So you're coming into Gomukhasana, cow face pose, or shoelace if you're in the yin setting. If you have pain in the bottom knee, just go ahead and extend the left leg out long again and just do another forward fold. If you have pain in the top knee, you can always put like a blocker or something here, or if the right knee is just like high, you can kind of support it. So right leg is up and over to the left. Inhale to find lengthen your spine. And this is a good place to stay, or maybe you fold forward, slowly begin to walk the arms out. This is a good place to stop. Just finding permanent depth. Does not have to be extreme to be effective, and finding the fold. And this is just accessing different muscles. Of course, the body's connected. It's like a wetsuit. It's not like an isolated muscle, just really moves all on its own. And maybe you feel this in your glutes, maybe the psoas. Releasing tension in the jaw, forehead. And then slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your hips. And we're going to do that fun transition. It's like the breakdancer transition. So bring both hands into the left side of your body. Press the feet into the ground and twist yourself around. Twist, 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 twist. All the way around until you arrive at the front again. And if that was just like, like what are we doing? It's kind of hard sometimes to translate things on Zoom. Left leg is now going to be on top of right leg, ultimately. So coming into shoelace on this side and just noticing my left leg apparently is much tighter. I can feel it's a lot higher up than it was on my right side. So just noticing difference from side to side. It's okay. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold. And maybe on this side, you're like, no way, I'm not holding here. Like I can tell I need to just stay lifted. I'm getting plenty of stretch in my glutes, and that's fine. This is a good place to stay. I'm almost like astonished how different this is on this side for me. So just finding your edge, finding permanent depth, and knowing that it changes week to week, day to day. Maybe you're dehydrated. There's plenty of factors that affect how the pose arrives in your body. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl the spine. Lift the chest. Keep the left leg like it is, and then extend the right leg out long this time. So we're just kind of doing the reverse order of the other side. Inhale to find length. And exhale to fold. So today, maybe keeping the right foot flexed and the spine extended, or maybe you do kind of want to go into the more passive. The foot does not have to flex. The spine can totally round, or maybe the extension with the flexed foot, whatever feels more interesting. Maybe you alternate between the two. And we're not going to be here for super long. This is not a yin class. I do tend to have some slower poses, like a yin class at the end. And I may take a little bit longer in these holds than some teachers might, but we're not going to hold anything for like 5 minutes. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl the spine, lift the chest, unthread your legs, and come to laying on your back. And we're going to practice bridge pose. Come to lay on the back, plant feet down, walk the heels towards your glutes. You can bring the hands down I know like a popular cue for a long time was the tips of your fingers are going to graze the back of your ankles. So finding that place. And then inhale for a bridge pose. Press the feet into the ground. Lift the pelvis up, tucking the tailbone, keeping the neck pretty neutral. And even noticing, I often cue pressing because that way you're activating your muscles. It tends to be like a safer way to do a practice. But even just noticing, like, what is it like if you don't press, like, and then press and feel the difference with the activation. I think sometimes that can help clarify being in the two extremes. And then go ahead and let the hips sink down, pelvis sink down, release the glutes. And let's add a little fluidity into the bridge. We're going to add the arms. Inhale, press the feet, lift the pelvis, lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the palms down, sink the hips down. Inhale, lift the pelvis, lift the arms. And exhale, sink the hips, bring the palms down, and bring the soles of your feet to touch for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You can have a generous distance between the pelvis and the heels. If you're really looking to get into your adductors even more, you can have it a little tighter, just finding a range of motion that is the most satisfactory in this moment. And similar to that kind of awareness focus we do at the beginning of class. And we're really traveling through the koshas, the layers of self, starting at the physical layer, finding the prana layer. The third layer is Manomaya kosha, and there's a wisdom body for discernment. And then technically the fifth layer is Ananda, bliss. I think that word sometimes for me, I'm like, what, bliss? Like, how do we get there? Is it possible? Well, how do we translate words and make them applicable into our lives? How do we translate words from Sanskrit and without losing the context, remembering their context, translating it can become very multifaceted and I'm trying to say like circulatory, I guess. And just noticing. I'm going to check how we're doing on time. Yeah, we're doing okay. So go ahead and close the legs like you would close a book, and then bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. The left foot is planted on the ground, coming into supine pigeon. This is a good place to stay. Maybe you want to roll the ankle clockwise, counterclockwise here for a moment. And then with both hands, you can grab for underneath the thigh or perhaps on top of your shin, coming into this supine figure four shape. And we'll be here for a little bit of time. And again, returning back to that sense of gratitude for carving out this time. I know it's like a very good thing to do physically for the here and the now, but yoga, I feel like, is such a beautiful tool for kind of looking out for future self too. I'm very grateful to have found this practice now, so we're kind of keeping ourselves and our range of motion accessible, kind of lengthening that. And I say this because I was talking to my mom's friend and I was trying to come to the class for her, and her lumbar spine is fused. And I don't know, like I was trying to imagine how to get through the world with a fused lumbar spine. And it made me really appreciate the mobility that I have. So that's why I'm cultivating that gratitude right now. Maybe you want to do that in your practice too. And then from here, slowly begin to let the right leg come up and over the left, coming into a eagle-legged twist. And right leg over left is a good place to be. Maybe you bring the right shin onto the left calf muscle. Go ahead and plant the feet down and then let the legs fall towards the left, gentle supine twist. Right arm goes out like half of a T. And knees don't have to touch. It's never about creating a perfect shape or fitting the mold. I often like to bring my left hand on top of my right rib here so I can feel the twist going on in my chest. And then directing the knees back towards center, unthreading the right leg. And we'll switch to the other sides. So plant your right foot, bring left ankle on top of your right thigh. This is a good place to stay. Or you can choose to interweave the fingers at the base of your thigh or perhaps on top of your shin. So just finding where you need to be today and knowing that it may be different on the other side. Noticing in quiet if you want to fill the space. I do, not only with the sound of my voice, but like with chatter in the mind. So just noticing what is it like to be in stillness and in quiet, and kind of finding the beauty that can be there too. It doesn't have to be an isolating experience. And then slowly begin to bring the left leg up and over the right. You're welcome to bring the left shin under the left calf muscle, kind of going for eagle legs or twisted root. Plant feet down and let your legs, wait a second, yeah, fall towards the right this time. Left arm goes out like half of a T. Gaze can be up. And coming into the gentle supine twist. Finding that rinse in the spine. Maybe you try just something slightly different. I am like thoroughly fascinated. I'm like reoriented. I usually teach facing the other direction, and I faced this direction today, and I like totally like threw off my practice. So just noticing how like one small minor change might affect it, and not suspending judgment too on that too. It's okay if that happens. It's kind of good to have a challenge. And then bring the knees back towards center, unthread your legs, and come into happy baby, grabbing for the outside or inside edges of your feet. You can choose to roll around the flat part of your back. Choose to extend one leg, the other leg. Maybe you bring the soles of the feet to touch. Doing any last fidgets, getting any last yayas out. And then we will meet in Shavasana, final rest. Let the limbs come down. You can choose to take up more space than your mat is carved out. Maybe you like to take Shavasana in a fetal position. Maybe you like to take it on your belly. And if the mind continues to wander, using the breath as an awareness tool, you can focus on your lungs, their expansion and contraction. You can focus on the rise and the fall of your belly, or maybe the intake of oxygen and the outtake coming through the nostrils. Using that as an anchor for this little meditation at the end of class. And slowly begin to initiate movement. It can be really small. Maybe you start with the tips of your fingers or the toes. Maybe it's bouncing of the legs. Maybe you expand and shrink your face. Very soft, very subtle movements. And then let the movement become bigger and more expansive. And slowly begin to bring the arms up overhead. Draw the knees in towards your chest. And choose if you want to roll to the right or the left. I often say the left is more intuitive, more lunar, more reflective. The right is more solar, more active. It's the middle of the day, the sun is out. Maybe the right is the way you want to go. Not like you're bound to either side anyway. And then coming into a fetal position, using the bicep like a pillow. And again, cultivating that appreciation that we accessed multiple times throughout the practice. And knowing you do something very good for the physical form, but also for the mind, and finding this discipline in the mind, studying the Yoga Sutras, or studying the Bhagavad Gita. And then honoring the lineage of this practice with its roots in India and texts like the Bhagavad Gita and its many translations. And there's so many different texts, ancient texts, that we can use and incorporate into our practice in the long line of teachers. And also honoring the unceded ancestral land, the Coast Salish people, and gently begin to press yourself up to a seat. And if it feels authentic to you, we'll meet with hands at heart center in this gesture that represents non-dualism, and where oppositional forces can and do come together at the heart. And then bringing hands from heart center to third eye, strengthening connection between compassion and intuition, between the mind and the heart. And bowing forward to honor your practice, both in the whole self, both the luminous and the shadowy aspects, peace and thanks. Cool. Thank you. I'm going to pause the recording